then. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God it in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. First carry now for Trey Sermon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Rolling to his right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. He gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the handoff, Sermon, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. On the counter, Sermon. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your...
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And right side, Henry's got it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A carry here for the big tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run. It's Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. This is Sermon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Carr going to throw. They set up the screen for Sermon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early?
And he's got his target. It's caught for the Colts touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. Daz Newsome.
I'm only going to be able to carry
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 27, Carr. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now Carr. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On first down, Carr. Being chased out left. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a run with Sermon. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Touchdown, Colts! Darius Slayton from 19 yards away. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So problem. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Brady now on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, now Brady. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Brady completes it to Trevon Wesco. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Touchdown! Derrick Henry from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. McCrane on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
14, Colts 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Carr to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Colts! Trey Sermon, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Carr will look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The final shot before half for Brady. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw into the hands of Henry here. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Complete. It's Henry. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady will look to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid, just trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the run, it's Penny. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Elijah Penny. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defense. Pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now it's Sermon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Sermon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And they'll run with Sermon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is caught. It's Dorsett for the Colts touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to get out to the 32. Run down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Henry's got it out on the left side. 7 yards the pick up there. On play action, it's Brady. 1st down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Brady. This complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That throw by Brady incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32 and obviously well short of the first down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a
long time.
No doubt.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 130 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Sermon, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Brady, got to have this one. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.